Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic that can significantly impact your mental and emotional well-being. We're going to be talking about those toxic people you need to cut loose from your life. You know the ones I'm talking about. The ones who leave you feeling drained, used, and just plain bad about yourself. Listen, life's too short to be surrounded by negativity and drama. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up, support you, and genuinely want to see you thrive. So, if you're ready to take control of your life and create a more positive and fulfilling environment for yourself, buckle up. We're about to expose those toxic traits and give you the tools you need to set those boundaries. Now, the first type of unhealthy person you need to avoid like the plague is the constant complainer. You know them, I know them, always got a rain cloud hanging over their head. It's like they carry their own personal storm wherever they go. These folks find something to whine about in every situation. No matter how good things are, they'll always find a way to see the downside. The weather's never right. The traffic's always bad. Their job is the worst. You name it, they'll find something to gripe about. Even a sunny day can be too bright for them. And here's the thing. Their negativity is contagious. It's like a virus that spreads through their words and actions. You hang around them long enough, and you'll find yourself singing the same gloomy tune. Their constant complaints start to seep into your own mindset. You start seeing the world through their negativity-tinted glasses, and that's a recipe for misery. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that only show the bad in everything. Look, everybody complains sometimes, that's just life. We all have our moments of frustration and disappointment, but the constant complainer, they thrive on negativity. It's their default setting, their go-to mode of operation. They don't want solutions. They want to wallow in their misery and drag you down with them. They reject any attempt to see the brighter side. They'll suck the energy right out of you, leaving you feeling drained and exhausted. It's like they're emotional vampires, feeding off your positivity. And the worst part? They're often completely oblivious to the impact they're having on you. They don't see how their constant negativity affects those around them. Now, you might be tempted to try and help them, to offer solutions and a more positive perspective. You might think you can change their outlook. And while that's admirable, it's often a lost cause with these folks. They're so entrenched in their negative ways that they resist any form of help. They're so stuck in their negative patterns that they're resistant to change. It's like trying to move a mountain with a spoon. They'll shoot down your suggestions, find new things to complain about, and leave you feeling frustrated and unheard. It's a never-ending cycle of negativity. So what's the solution? Set those boundaries. You need to protect your own mental and emotional health. You don't have to put up with their negativity. It's okay to distance yourself from people who bring you down. Limit your exposure to them, and when they start their complaining tirades, politely excuse yourself from the conversation. You have the right to protect your peace. Remember, you're not responsible for their happiness. You can't carry the weight of their negativity on your shoulders. You can't change people who don't want to change. It's a hard truth, but an important one to accept. Protect your own well-being and don't let their negativity poison your outlook on life. Surround yourself with positivity and people who uplift you. Next up, we got the manipulator. Now, these folks are masters of deception. They blend in seamlessly, often appearing as the most charming and trustworthy individuals in a group. They're sneaky, they're cunning, and they'll charm your pants off while they're busy taking advantage of you. Their charm is their weapon, and they wield it with precision. Manipulators are all about control. They thrive on power dynamics and will go to great lengths to maintain the upper hand in any situation. They want things their way, and they'll use any means necessary to get it. Whether it's through subtle suggestions or outright demands, their goal is to bend others to their will. They'll twist situations, guilt trip you, and play the victim to make you feel sorry for them and give them what they want. Their tactics are varied, but the end game is always the same: control. They're experts at making you doubt yourself. They plant seeds of uncertainty, making you question your own perceptions and decisions. You'll start questioning your own judgment, your own memories, even your own sanity when you're around these folks. It's a slow erosion of your confidence, designed to make you more dependent on them. They're like emotional vampires, sucking away your self-esteem and leaving you feeling empty and confused. The more you give, the more they take, leaving you drained and vulnerable. One of their favorite tactics is gaslighting. This insidious form of manipulation makes you question your reality. They'll deny your reality, telling you that things didn't happen the way you remember them, or that you're overreacting. This constant denial can make you feel like you're losing your grip on reality. This can be incredibly disorienting and make you question your own grip on reality. It's a powerful tool that keeps you off balance and easier to control. Another common tactic is emotional blackmail. They use your emotions against you, creating a sense of fear and obligation. They'll threaten to withdraw their love, support, or friendship if you don't do what they want. This creates a constant state of anxiety as you're always trying to avoid their disapproval. They'll make you feel like you're walking on eggshells, constantly afraid of upsetting them and triggering one of their manipulative episodes. This keeps you in a state of perpetual tension. Now here's the thing about manipulators. They're often very good at what they do. Their skills are honed over time, making them adept at reading people and situations. They can be charming, persuasive, and downright irresistible. Their ability to present themselves in the best light makes it hard to see their true intentions. You might not even realize you're being manipulated until it's too late. By the time you see the signs, you may already be deeply entangled in their web. But there are some telltale signs you can look out for. Awareness is your first line of defense against manipulation. Do they always manage to turn the conversation back to themselves? This self-centered behavior is a red flag. Do they make you feel guilty for having needs and boundaries? Manipulators often disregard your feelings and needs, making you feel selfish for asserting yourself. Do they constantly need your reassurance and validation? Their need for constant affirmation can be exhausting and is a sign of their manipulative nature. If you answered yes to any of these questions, chances are you're dealing with a manipulator. Recognizing these signs is crucial to protecting yourself, and the best thing you can do is cut them loose. Removing yourself from their influence is the healthiest choice you can make. Now, let's talk about the unreliable friend. You know the type, always full of grand plans and promises, but rarely follows through. These are the folks who are all talk and no action. They can be the life of the party, always enthusiastic and full of ideas, but when it comes to actually doing something, they often fall short. They make promises they can't keep, often with the best of intentions, but intentions don't always translate into actions. They cancel plans at the last minute, leaving you scrambling to adjust your schedule or find something else to do, and leave you hanging when you need them most. It's frustrating and can make you feel like you're not a priority in their life. They're the kings and queens of flaky behavior. You never know if they'll actually show up or follow through on what they said they'd do. Supportive friend. You can always count on them to disappoint you, whether it's something small or something really important. Whether it's forgetting your birthday, which can feel like a personal slight, bailing on your big event, leaving you to face the crowd alone, or just not being there when you need a shoulder to cry on. It's in these moments that their absence is most keenly felt. Now, it's one thing to cancel plans once in a while. Life happens to everyone. We all have those days when things just don't go as planned. But with the unreliable friend, it's a pattern of behavior. It's not just a one-time thing, it's a recurring issue that you can't ignore. It's like they don't value your time or your friendship. Their actions, or lack thereof, speak volumes about where you stand in their list of priorities. Supportive friend. And here's the thing, their unreliability can really take a toll on your self-esteem. It can make you feel like you're not worth their time or effort. You start to question whether you're important to them, whether they actually care about you. These doubts can eat away at your confidence and sense of self-worth. You might even start to blame yourself, wondering if you're being too needy or demanding. It's a slippery slope that can lead to a lot of self-doubt. You might even start to blame yourself, thinking maybe you're asking for too much or being unreasonable, wondering if you're being too needy or demanding. But the truth is, you're not asking for anything extraordinary, just basic respect and consideration. But here's the truth. You deserve friends who are there for you, who make you feel valued and appreciated, who show up when they say they will, and who follow through on their commitments, and who value your time and energy. Your time is precious and it should be respected. Now, I'm not saying you need to ditch your unreliable friend at the first sign of flakiness. Everyone has their moments, and sometimes people genuinely have good reasons for their behavior. Sometimes people go through things, they get busy, they make mistakes. Life can be complicated, and we all have our off days. Supportive friend. But if it's a consistent pattern of behavior, if it happens more often than not, it's time to have a serious conversation with them. You need to address the issue head-on. Let them know how their unreliability makes you feel. Be honest and open about your feelings. Tell them that you value their friendship, but you can't keep investing in a one-sided relationship. It's not fair to you, but you can't keep investing in a one-sided relationship. It's draining and unsustainable. And if they're not willing to make an effort to be more reliable, then it might be time to distance yourself. Sometimes you have to put your own well-being first. Then it might be time to distance yourself. It's a tough decision, but sometimes necessary for your own peace of mind. Remember, you teach people how to treat you. If you keep accepting their excuses and making excuses for their behavior, they'll have no reason to change. If you keep accepting their excuses and making excuses for their behavior, they'll have no reason to change. They'll continue to take you for granted. They'll have no reason to change. You deserve better than that. Supportive friend. You deserve friends who are there for you, both in good times and bad. Friends who lift you up and make you feel valued, both in good times and bad. True friends are a treasure, and you deserve nothing less. Remember, your well-being is paramount. Surround yourself with positive influences and don't be afraid to distance yourself from those who bring you down. Life's too short to waste on people who don't appreciate you or bring you joy. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, support your dreams, and make you feel good about yourself. You deserve it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Your support helps us create more valuable content. See you next time.